The first light of dawn kissed the mountain peaks, painting the snow-capped summits in hues of rose and gold. It was as if the universe itself was celebrating this day, a day etched in gold in his heart. He stood by the cabin window, the crisp mountain air sending a shiver down his spine. This was it, the day he'd asked the love of his life to be his forever. Her face, etched in his memory, was as radiant as the sunrise before him. He remembered their first meeting at a bustling city cafe, her laughter ringing like wind chimes on a breezy summer day. He was captivated by her from the get-go, her vibrant spirit a stark contrast to his quiet demeanor. He recalled their first date, a walk on the beach as the sun dipped below the horizon, painting the sky in a myriad of colors. He had held her hand for the first time that day, the feel of her soft skin against his sending a jolt through his system. He knew then, with a certainty that defied logic, that she was it, his person. Today, he was going to bare his soul, to ask her to be his wife. The ring, nestled securely in his pocket, felt heavy with promise. It was a vintage piece, a delicate band of gold with a small, sparkling diamond that mirrored the sparkle in her eyes. It was perfect, just like her. He spent the day lost in a whirlwind of activity, his heart thrumming with nervous anticipation. He decorated their cabin, the place where they'd shared their most cherished moments. Fairy lights, twinkling like fireflies, adorned the wooden beams, casting a magical glow over the room. A vase on the mantelpiece held a bouquet of her favorite lilies, their sweet perfume filling the air. He had prepared her favorite meal, the aromas of rosemary and garlic wafting from the kitchen. Every little detail was a testament to his love for her, a silent symphony of their journey together. He remembered their first road trip, driving along the Pacific Coast Highway, the wind in their hair, and the music loud. They had sung along to old classics, their voices blending in perfect harmony. There was a comfort in their silences, too, a shared understanding that transcended words. There were challenges, of course, like the time she had to move across the country for work. But their love had weathered every storm, emerging stronger each time. Their love story wasn't a fairy tale. It was real, raw, and beautifully imperfect. And it was this very imperfection that made it so perfect. The sun began its descent, painting the sky in a breathtaking canvas of orange, purple, and pink. He lit candles, their flickering flames dancing to the silent melody of their love. Soft music played in the background, each note a reminder of a shared memory, a secret joke, a whispered promise. He looked around the room, his heart swelling with love. It wasn't just the decorations, it was the invisible threads of their shared history that infused every corner with meaning. The worn-out rug where they curled up on movie nights, the bookshelf overflowing with their favorite novels, the chipped mugs they drank their morning coffee from. He remembered their first fight, a silly misunderstanding that had escalated into a full-blown argument. They had both been stubborn, refusing to back down, but it was in the making up that he truly understood the depth of her love. Her tears, her vulnerability, her willingness to meet him halfway had touched him deeply. He learned that love wasn't just about the grand gestures, but the everyday moments of compromise, forgiveness, and unwavering support. He had grown as a person because of her, evolving into the best version of himself. And he knew, with a certainty that ran bone deep, that he wanted to spend the rest of his life proving his love for her. He heard the crunch of gravel as her car pulled up the driveway. His heart pounded in his chest, a drumbeat against the silence of the mountains. He took a deep breath, trying to calm his racing pulse. He had never been more sure of anything in his life. She walked in, her eyes widening as she took in the scene. The fairy lights, the candles, the soft music. It was as if she had stepped into a fairy tale, but it was her smile, radiant and full of love, that lit up the room. He met her gaze, his heart overflowing with emotion. Words seemed inadequate, superfluous in the face of their shared history. He got down on one knee, the velvet box containing the ring feeling heavy in his hand. "From the moment I first saw you," he began, his voice thick with emotion, "I knew you were the one." He recounted their journey, their laughter, their tears, the moments that had woven the intricate tapestry of their love. He spoke of her strength, her kindness, her ability to make him laugh even on the gloomiest of days.